there. I'm Jennifer Alonso with the BrazenBFF Podcast and Professional Development Practice Lab, where we help you level up in work and life. In episode 8 of our podcast, we talked to Nikki Kilgore, who quit a dead-end job and has increased her salary and responsibilities about once a year ever since then. And one of the things that she mentioned was she's getting really good at presenting herself on the screen and in paper. She's got a great LinkedIn profile. She gets calls from recruiters all the time. But sometimes the in-person presentation can be hard for her. And boy, she's not the only one, right? It's really hard for me too. I haven't had to interview for a job for a while, but I do have to go in and pitch ideas to groups of people or to my chair or to my dean. And that can be really nerve-wracking, and I really sometimes regress into habits of making myself small and apologizing for my existence and closing myself off because it's really scary to put yourself out there. So if you, along with me and Nikki and Adrienne and all the people we know from our podcast, have some trouble with that, I have some tips. They're acting tools. So they're things that we teach actors to do that I can teach you to do to improve how people perceive you. So even if what you say completely flubs, your physical manifestation will make it seem like you have authority and that you know what you're talking about. So that's half the battle. And if you've done any communication training, you know that it's the physical body language that people read first. So, all right, here we go. Tool number 1, make an entrance. So over here I have a door from my dining room here in my living room. And I'm just gonna give you some examples of how not to make an entrance, and then I'll give you an example of how to make an entrance. So here's how not to make an entrance. Are you ready for me? Okay, so you can see what I've done here. I've made myself small. I've made myself shorter than I am. I have actually made my clothes look kind of funny. And I'm leading with my shoulders and my head, which gives some information to the person that I actually don't consider myself an authority. And boy, if I don't consider myself an authority, why would anyone hire me in a job where I would have responsibilities in that area? So the other thing is I went in with a question instead of assuming that. I assume I've been told it's okay to go in, so I need to go in and assume that I'm supposed to be there. So I'm going to do one more don't before I do a do. Hey, it's so nice to meet you. Thank you so much for interviewing me. I really appreciate it. It's been such a long, hard time getting a job, and I'm really happy to be here, and Okay. All right, so what did I do here? Still, I'm hunched over. I'm leading with my head a little more. I came in fast. And I came in overwhelming, which is something that I personally have a problem with. So I have a lot of thoughts, I have a lot of personality, and getting those thoughts to stay in my head and creating a filter in my mouth is something I work on all the time. So that was just a really overwhelming way to go in there. And in fact, it played as low status because I didn't give the person a chance to say anything, and I was like railroading, and it was almost like I was afraid that they would change their mind before we got through. So here's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna do a how to, yes, okay? So here's how to make an entrance in a way that gives you authority and opens up the room for the next part of the interview, which should be really fun, right? The conversation. So here we go. Hi, I'm Jennifer Alonso. Pleased to meet you. Whew. Okay, so even though I'm tripped over my words and I got a little nervous and I stepped too close to the camera and lost my headspace, what I did there was going in slowly. I made some eye contact. I opened up the door for the conversation to start, and I took up space. I'm going to do it one more time, okay? I'm going to try and do better. And here's something else that's so important. Practice making the entrance, right? Nobody in the theater makes an entrance for the first time on opening night. So practice it. Practice going through a doorway, walking up to someone and making eye contact and shaking hands, and practice it in a variety of situations, right? We have We don't know whether there's going to be a big desk in the middle of the room, whether you're going to have to walk around the conference table, whether there's going to be more than 3 people there. So give yourself a little leg up by practicing in a lot of different situations, even if it's right here in my home, but also your home. Okay, hold on. Hello, I'm Jennifer Alonso. Nice to meet you. All right, there we are. I'm happy to be here. I've actually put my feet down. I've grounded myself before I started talking. I made eye contact. I took up space. I led with my chest. All of those things are going to tell the interviewer that I have authority and I believe in myself, because boy, I'll tell you what, the time when I hired people who did not believe in themselves is over. That has always been a mistake. So make sure that you really do believe in yourself and that you can make your entrance to talk about yourself in a way that shows how you feel about yourself and your authority. It's okay if you're shy and a little introverted. It's okay, that's fine. That actually, introverted people, if you read Susan Cain's book, bring a lot to the table. You still have to take up space. So even if you're not going to come in and start talking a mile a minute, which is a mistake as I just discussed, because that's what I do, make sure that you just allow yourself to be part of the room, take some breath, make that entrance, even if you're shy, so that the person knows that the person who is coming to interview for this job is an authority and really ready to take this job. Okay, that's what I've got for making an entrance before you do an interview. My name is Jennifer Alonso. I'm one part of the BrazenBFF Podcast. Maybe you've been watching these videos and enjoying them one small tip at a time, and I really do hope they're helpful, and thank you for watching. If you do find them helpful, please consider sharing them on Facebook, using the BrazenBFF hashtag on Twitter, and also let people know, and I'm letting you know, I am available for private coaching. So coaching sessions with me can last an hour, or you can do a whole shebang, a really tight speech preparation. You can do your coaching online via Skype, or we can work together in person if you happen to live in the Hampton Roads area of Virginia. I'm also available to come to your business, to speak, and also to run workshops, and I would really love to meet you. So if that's of interest to you, head on over to professionaldevelopmentpracticelab.com. Let me say that again because I messed it up. Head on over to professionaldevelopmentpracticelab.com, and in the upper right-hand corner, hit I Need a Coach. And there you can either schedule a coaching session, so a 1-hour coaching session just to see if you like it, and we can go on from there. And you can also schedule a 15-minute consultation if you'd like to talk to me about a larger project. Thanks so much.